Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to another episode of our AEW Universe Mode. This is another very lispy episode of AEW Dark. And here we go then, our opening match of the evening. Best Friends versus Proud and Powerful in the first round of our Tag Team Championship tournament. We already know that the winner of this one will face off against Dark Order. And the other semi-final is the Hybrid 2 versus Private Party. So, should be pretty interesting. It's been surprising so far with some of the people that have been eliminated, especially the Bucks. I thought they'd do pretty well. There is a reason why the Lucha Brothers have not been in there. We have other plans for the Lucha Brothers, which you'll find out at Fighter Fest, which is our next video. I'll tell you what the worst thing is Fs. With my lisp, the worst thing I've got is F, so Fighter Fest is a bit of a problem. Fighter Fest. Fighter Fest. Yeah, that's going to be a fun episode, isn't it, for me? Yeah, it should be an interesting night tonight. We've got this one. We're going to see Wardlow in action, Lance Archer in action, as well as the Dark Order, Brodie Lee, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson. So it should be an interesting one. Trent really needs a win here, you know. Trent and Chuck Taylor are both currently in the minuses. Trent is actually joint bottom of the whole rankings alongside Darby Allin and Colt Cabana on -2. At the moment, Chucky T's on a -1. Ortiz and Santana yet to wrestle, so they're still sat on 0 at this point in time. Both the tag teams, Best Friends, are currently on -1. And Proud and Powerful yet to wrestle, so they're still sat on 0. So yeah, it really is a match that the Best Friends do need to win. Not just for their tag team rankings, but for singles rankings as well. Because Trent doesn't deserve to be down the bottom. But then again, Trent is... I mean, if you look at it, he had a 6-man tag at All In. Best Friends versus Triangle. Death Triangle, that is. Which they lost. And then he also had a one-on-one match against Omega. So, although Trent is bottom of the rankings, in fairness, with the matches he's had, you can understand why he's so low in the rankings. He's been really given a short end of the stick so far, but I'm sure things will work out for him. So at the moment, Best Friends are looking like they're struggling, I say, as Trent gets back in control there with a Saito suplex. Trent now with a sit-out scoop slam with Santana as well. Holds the leg for a pin, not quite enough as Chuck just launching Ortiz out of the ring, crashing to the ground below. Santana clotheslined over the top there by Trent. And now this match falls to the outside, of course. No countouts in this one. There is disqualifications there, but no countouts. Chuck now throwing Ortiz back in the... Oh my god, this lisp is doing my head in, you know. Chuck throwing Ortiz back in the ring. Ortiz fighting back there with the elbows. Chuck with a standing sliced bread. Wow, great move by Chuck. Showing great agility. And again, I'm looking forward to the Cruiserweight Championship because people like people like Chuck and people like Trent have got a good chance with that, I think, as well. I'm really struggling with talking at the moment, aren't I? It's going to be a fun few episodes, I tell you. Best Friends, it's got a bit even now. Well, it was for a second. Until Proud and Powerful took control and... Oh, wow, what a backbreaker that is by Ortiz. And now Proud and Powerful in firm control. It would be great for the Inner Circle to have the first tag team champions, wouldn't it? We know that Jericho's not going to be in the AEW Championship match. Jake Hager will get an opportunity, though. He's been pretty good so far. But how much would Inner Circle like to get a hold of as much gold as possible at Blood and Guts? Ortiz looking for the uppercut, but... Wow, Chuck catches him with a knee in the guts. And it's turned into a bit of a battle now rather than an actual wrestling match, hasn't it? It's turned into a proper fight. And it's a fight that seems to be going both ways, and I feel like the fight might be better for Proud and Powerful here. Chuck sending Ortiz back into the ring. He knows that it's better for him and for Trent if he's actually wrestling. Because when it turns into a fight on the outside, as you can see, Santana looking very, very good. And Chuck came out there to give Trent a hand, but I think just distracting Santana enough to allow Trent to get back in it. But now Santana's back in. Super kick to the gut of Trent as Chuck is up top. Chuck, wow, went for a drop kick, and Ortiz just sidestepped it and allowed Chuck to crash and burn middle of the apron outside. Apron? Middle of the matting outside. Nice DDT there by Ortiz on Chuck. Wow, what a chop that was by Trent. It's almost took the head off of Santana. And, okay. This is interesting. Are they both going to get it? Yep, they're both going for the finisher maneuvers here. Boom. Crunchy by Trent. Death Valley drive by Ortiz. And Ortiz couldn't break it up, and Trent and Chucky T get the win. Wow, Proud and Powerful are out. Oh, how happy is Trent going to be now? To get that victory and to get him off. I mean, he's still in the minuses, but it gets him off the bottom. And that's all he wanted, really, isn't it? And Ortiz and Santana pick up their first loss in singles their first loss here in AEW, not singles competition. They're going to lose their singles rankings, of course, but they're also going to go down in the tag team rankings as well. Proud and Powerful -1, and Best Friends, who were already on -1, now go up to 0 by evening out their record of 1 win and 1 loss. Right, I've confused everyone enough. Let's move on to our next match. And here we go then, Wardlow in action for the first time. He's going up one-on-one against one of the guys from our shabby wrestling school in Mike Hunt. Good old Mike Hunt. Should be an interesting one. I mean, Wardlow could do with a couple of victories just to build him up and showcase his ability. We don't know how good he's going to be yet, do we, Wardlow? Nice jackknife powerbomb there on Mike. Into a pin. Wow, was that it? Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I was expecting a Wardlow win, yeah, don't get me wrong, but not from that powerbomb, but it's a strong, effective move. Mike absolutely destroyed. Yep, you heard me right. Wardlow has just destroyed Mike Hunt. Oh my god, that is the dodgiest sentence I've ever said in my entire life. Oh my word. What if that doesn't get me demonetized? Nothing will. God, this chair's squeaky. And here we go then, Lance Archer goes one-on-one against another man from our shabby wrestling school in the shape of Billy Pitt. It's amazing how many of these wrestlers are from the 80s, isn't it, really? It's been so much fun. If you ever want a bit of fun, right, on, again, it's words beginning with F that are really struggling me now. If you ever want a bit of fun on the old WWE game, if you're a bit bored of playing matches, just go into Create a Superstar and hit the randomize button, which on the PlayStation is you push in the right analog stick. It gives you some really entertaining stuff, and I've managed to keep a few of them, hence why we have a few of these shabby wrestling entertainment alumni getting an opportunity. Now, I know this is not everyone's cup of tea having these sort of matches, but it's real to life. This is what AEW does on Dark. They're bringing guys like Pineapple Pete or Musa or these sort of people to help put over some of the other talent. It's not all going to be like this. We'll have other matches as well. I think just at the beginning, when we're trying to build a few people up, we probably going to have a few of these matches And we'll always have these people available should we need to. I mean, people like Darby Allin should be bottom of the rankings on -2, so he might get a nice little match at some point to help boost him up. And it's that sort of thing. It's what they do in wrestling now, isn't it? And especially for these big men, like Wardlow and like Lance Archer, we build them up so that they can take on some bigger names. Lance Archer's next match will be huge. Oh, actually, Lance Archer's got a match at Fyter Fest. God, Fyter Fest. Yeah, Lance Archer has a match at Fyter Fest, actually, one-on-one against Dustin Rhodes, so that should be interesting as well. As Billy Pitt here doing really well against Lance Archer. Quite surprised at how well Billy Pitt's actually doing here. A win here for Lance Archer will put him up to a +2 in the rankings, alongside Hangman Page, Jake Hager, and John Moxley. Which is that sort of group of people that are fighting to get themselves into the Elimination Chamber, of course, to fight for the first AEW Championship. Billy Pitt doing so well here. I can't understand how Billy Pitt is doing so well, to be honest. As now Archer back up on his feet, and I was going to say Billy Pitt could live to regret some of his decisions in this match, but oh, they're still tying that big slam by Lance Archer. Billy Pitt took a hell of a beat in there. Now Archer brings him up, and slams him down to the ground. As soon as Archer gets control of the match, it just turns into such a brutal demolition of his opponent as he just now grabs a hold of the head, pushing in the pressure points outside the temples. Billy Pitt now getting back up to his feet, fighting back. Couple of low punches there in the guts. Billy Pitt now has Archer, drags him across and dumps him out the side of the ring. Wow. Billy Pitt is showing a bit more than he probably should be here. Pitt now sending Archer into the ring. Archer's back up on his feet, and I think Billy Pitt is going to live to regret these decisions, you know. Wow. Big elbow and then taking Lance Archer down. See what the first one these wrestling alumni, Shabby Wrestling School alumni, whatever they're called, to actually get a victory is going to be a mega moment in this universe mode. We'd have to give him a little bit of a push, you never know. So there's still quite a few of these guys we haven't seen yet. We'll see them as we go along. We'll see a couple more in tonight's main event, when we will see Brodie Lee, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson in 6-man tag action against the Job Squad. And then even then, there'll be a few that we haven't seen yet. Billy Pitt into the pin here on Lance Archer. Only a 1 count. Lance is rocked here tonight. I don't think he was expecting this much of a competition. I think he was expecting to walk in and do essentially what Wardlow did in the previous match. Just walk in, just pick the guy up and smash him down to the ground. I think that's what Lance was expecting. And he's got back up to his feet now. The big elbows into the gut of Billy Pitt. Lance now sending him into the corner. Big forearms in the back. Wow. And a knee and a boot in the back and everything. And a clothesline takedown. Archer now just dragging Billy Pitt along. And he's going to go for this German slam once again. Middle of the ring. Billy Pitt is struggling now as Archer stalks. Was Archer planned here? Has him by the head once again and going for that sort of clamp and pushing in the pressure points. Can Billy Pitt survive? Will he have to tap? He said he does survive. But did he survive because he was knocked out? No. Billy Pitt is doing incredibly well here. Lance Archer can't believe the competition this young lad's bringing. Archer now just getting the feeling back in his shoulders and so forth. He's taken a bit of beat in this match, Archer. Much more than he expected. And now he's ready to finish off Billy Pitt by the looks of it. Sends him into the corner. We've seen what this normally ends in. Takes him up to the top. Has him hooked. And slams him down. Billy Pitt destroyed by Lance Archer. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. Lance Archer with a win. Billy Pitt is on the losing side, but you've got to say, Billy Pitt did incredibly well here tonight. Showed himself off very, very well. But it's Lance Archer who moves higher up the rankings now. And Archer is a bit fed up here by the looks of it. He's not happy with the problems that Billy Pitt caused him, and he's dropping down the boots into the guts. Wow. Referee has to pull Archer away. And here we go then, 6-man. Why the hell did Eli Manning start over there? I've got no idea. 6-man elimination tag. We got the Job Squad versus the Dark Order. So that is the Job Squad. Eli Manning is in the blue. Dan Ferguson in the dark green. And Nathan Miller in the yellow and green. Should be a great opportunity here for the Dark Order to show what they can do. Of course, Brodie Lee got his first win last week on Dark. And I don't think it should take too long for these guys to walk away here with the victory as well. Of course, the Dark Order will be in the next round of the Tag Team Championship Tournament. They'll be taking on, of course, the team of Best Friends who won earlier on tonight in a semi and a couple of weeks on Dynamite. And this is a great chance for them to build up that momentum even further and to basically walk through the tournament and become the first tag team champions. How much would the Dark Order love that? I mean, we spoke earlier on about the Inner Circle wanting all the gold, but Brodie Lee potentially going for the AEW Championship, the Dark Order going for the Tag Team Championships. The Dark Order could really take over AEW in one foul swoop at Blood and Guts. Brodie Lee dropping Eli Manning there with a big backdrop on Brodie Lee, just flattening Nathan Miller as well. There's only a 2 count there by Evil Uno on Eli Manning. Of course, these 3 lads are also from our Shabby Wrestling Academy. They're a bit tiny for a future in wrestling, but, well, as long as they're here, we might as well use them, I suppose, you know. They want TV time. We want to showcase the ability of the Dark Order. It's a win-win, isn't it? Wow, wheelbarrow neckbreaker by Evil Uno on Eli Manning. And now Uno stalking Manning. Spins around, big knee in the face and a big clothesline as well. And Manning rolls to the outside. I think he was clever there. Big uppercuts here by Brodie Lee on Nathan Miller. And Miller being caught across that middle rope. And the Dark Order really in control of this match. And oh, Brodie Lee's strength. Stu Grayson, big moonsaults. Wow, there's the pile driver as well by Uno. And Eli Manning here, creeping up behind Evil Uno and catching him as Brodie Lee. There's the big discus lariat flattening Nathan Miller. There's the pin. Wow, Evil Uno break it. Sorry, Evil Uno. Eli Manning breaking up the pin. Big German suplex by Brodie Lee on Eli Manning. And I think that might have been not the wisest idea for Manning. I think just getting this match over and done with is the wisest thing for him, I think, at this point in time. Less damage to take then, isn't it, I suppose? Grayson now. Ooh, Eli Manning able to slip free from Grayson. But not from Brodie Lee, who drops him in that high angle backdrop. And of course, Brodie Lee's a big guy, which means that backdrop drops you from so much higher. Super kick there by Evil Uno on Dan Ferguson as well. And now going into that wheelbarrow neckbreaker on Dan Ferguson. A boot in the face as well of Ferguson. Before Evil Uno taking him up. Into that sit-out powerbomb. There's the pin. Only a 2 count. I think Nathan Miller might have broken that, actually. It's all about this first elimination. That's what's going to get the numbers game in the favour of the Dark Order. But it looks like a matter of time, doesn't it, really? It's a very one-sided match. I mean, every now and again the Job Squad get a little bit of an assault on, but it's not enough to really turn this match around, is it? Nathan Miller now with a backdrop on Stu Grayson. Now all of a sudden the Job Squad are in control. Well, they were until Evil Uno just flattened one of them. Yeah, that's interesting. Evil Uno now with that pile driver on Dan Ferguson. Go for the pin, mate. Eliminate one of them. Go on, do it. No, Uno's still looking to continue on. I suppose he's just trying to add insult to injury, but the longer it goes, the more chance they're giving the Job Squad here. Wow, what a bicycle kick. That was by Nathan... I forgot his name now. Nathan Miller, of course. I'm going to call him Nathan Ferguson, just mixing the two players together now. Okay. Tornado DDT there by Grayson. And Brodie Lee's being pinned here by Dan Ferguson. That is an interesting thing. Nathan Miller there with a German suplex on Brodie Lee as well. It's broken up by Grayson. But all of a sudden the Job Squad getting in this match. Jawbreaker there by Grayson on Nathan Miller. Brodie Lee's back up on his feet. And I think this could be a difficult situation now for the Job Squad. Brodie Lee slamming the arm, and it looks like Eli Manning has actually been busted open as well. The boot in the gut there by Brodie Lee. That big sit-out scoop slam as well. Brings him back up to his feet as Evil Uno destroying Dan Ferguson on the outside now as well. Brodie now just dropping his body weight across the back of the neck of Ferguson. Or Manning, shall I say, sorry. They've both got the same hairdo, that's what keeps getting me. Grayson fighting back on Nathan Miller. Big right hand now taking him up onto his back. Grayson dropping him with a spine buster. Will that be the first elimination? There's the pin. 1. Manning slides in the ring. It's only a 2. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. And the damage continues, I suppose, at this point in time. Eli Manning dumping Grayson to the outside. Uno catches him. Now Uno going to go for that backbreaker pile driver combination once again. And Grayson now turning his attentions to Manning. I think as soon as they get one elimination, the Dark Order, it's going to be plain sailing. But then again, the question is, do they want the eliminations? They're out here sending a message to everybody else on the roster about how dangerous they are and how dangerous they can be. And they're slowly dissecting these 3 young lads. I mean, the blood is flowing from 2 of them now. Knee in the face there by Grayson on Eli Manning as we see Brodie Lee take up Dan Ferguson into that sit-out powerbomb. 1, 2. Only a 2 count again. Ferguson kicking out. This is insane. I can't believe he's got the audacity to kick out, to be honest. Evil Uno now, big clubbing blow to the back of Nathan Miller, and dropping him with that package. There's the pin by Evil Uno on Nathan Miller, and still only a 2. Oh, Sister Abigail there by the Dark Order's Brodie Lee, and that is enough for the first elimination. Dan Ferguson is out. We're down to 3 on 2 now. Oh, massive super kick there by Brodie Lee on Eli Manning, and I think they've decided now the time is right to start thinning the herd. There's a pin on Nathan Miller. Oh, Eli Manning broke it up. He just doesn't know when to let go, Eli Manning, does he? There's a pin now by Grayson on Manning. Still only a 2. The lad just doesn't know when to give up, which is such a dangerous thing. Big knee strike in the face by Grayson on Manning. As now Brodie Lee looking for the gator roll here on Nathan Miller. As Evil Uno just throwing Eli Manning around the ring. Uno now bringing Manning back up to his feet. Grayson with the front chancery. And double neck breaker by the Dark Order. So it's 3 on 2 now. It's Brodie Lee, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson versus Eli Manning and Nathan Miller. I mean, it's just a matter of time, isn't it, really? The Dark Order just slowly dissecting their opponents. Evil Uno now taking Nathan Miller up onto the shoulders. Drops him neck first across that top rope. Grayson gets excited because he wants to do a moonsault. Wow, Miller fighting back here. Grayson tried to go for a dropkick and completely missed it. Proper botchamania stuff. And Brodie now taking Miller up. Boom, sit out powerbomb. Doesn't go for the pin though. Instead, oh, big super kick. Taking down Nathan Miller. Eli Manning. Yeah, Eli. It's all Eli. I mean, he's doing really well, bless him. He just hit an execution DDT on Brodie Lee. No. No. I was going to say, if Eli Manning had got that pin, that would have been such an insult to Brodie Lee, who's back up on his feet now, just clothesline straight through Eli. Grayson with a running knee strike. Brodie, there's that discus lariat taking the head off of Eli Manning. But now Nathan Miller. Why Miller? Just give up. You're going to get hurt. Evil Uno, will you take out Nathan Miller, please? Wow. Catch. Oh, that was low. That was by Grayson. On Miller. Takes him up, drops him into the backbreaker. I mean, the damage has got to be done now with these guys, surely. Surely, I think the referee must have to consider stopping this match soon. Because this is brutal. You see Eli Manning taps out there to Stu Grayson. He had no choice, really, did he? As now Stu Grayson stalking Ferguson up on the shoulders. That's not Ferguson, that's Miller. Up on the shoulders into the backbreaker. Uno covers. 1, 2. What? Nathan Miller. What an absolute nutbag. Grayson with the uppercut. They're just going to dissect this lad. We're not going to see this lad for a long time after this match. The damage being done here by the Dark Order is just insane. You see now Brodie just pushing Uno and Grayson to one side. He just rains down the big rights and the boots. And there's a boot in the gut, and now the clubbing blows. Brodie really going strong here on Nathan Miller. You can see the annoyance now from the Exalted One, dropping a knee in the back as well. Brodie now brings Miller back up to his feet. Up he goes into that sit-out powerbomb once again. 1, 2, and 3. Brodie Lee and the Dark Order pick up the victory here. Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, and Brodie Lee all looking super, super strong in this universe mode. And also the Dark Order pick up their second tag team victory, which puts them top of the tag team rankings. And the Job Squad pick up a loss, obviously. That puts them down towards the bottom of the tag team rankings, which is where I want them to be. But yeah, what a win that is. I mean, the Dark Order, I mean, it's debatable. Did they make it look harder than it was? Or were they just taking longer and longer and longer just to cause damage to the Job Squad? It's debatable, isn't it, really? Only they will know if they extended the length of that match or not. But either way, it's a great victory for them. Brodie moves up onto +2, as does Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. Anyway, that's the end of tonight's episode of AEW Dark. We'll be back for our next video, which will be Fighter Fest, where you can expect lots of lisped Fs from me. It's going to be a really interesting show. There's some cracking matches on there as well, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it's all going to pan out in the long run. Of course, if you have enjoyed, like, subscribe, that other good stuff, and I'll see you very, very soon for Fighter Fest.